Go.
In continuation, this is part 2. Hi, Professor. Good evening. This is Adaobi. This is part 2 of our clinical examination or head to toe assessment from where we stop. Regarding where we stop, I have to go back one more time to do my olfactory nerve, which was an omission, and it has to be the nose. Nose for patents and enter. Please, can you occlude one of your nose? Is there any mass? Any? Can you occlude the other one? Please, can you close your eyes? Can you tell me what you perceive?
Alcohol.
Okay, this is exactly alcohol to show that the nose is very intact. I'm not gonna continue with my assessment on the neck. The neck should be midline. It should be symmetric. There should be no lump. There should be no redness. There should be no tracheal deviation. The lymph node should be prominent. There should be no lump like in gutter. People with gutter deficiency of iodine. The trachea should be well lined. We're gonna test for DVJ, which is the jugular distension. I have to position your neck 45 degrees. Can you just position your neck? Can you just put it by the side? As I assess, there's no DVJ, so which means everything is okay. And at the same time, I have to assess the carotid artery in both sides. After inspecting it, I have to, the lymph node has to be inspected. All of them are intact. Then the next step is to palpate. I'm going to palpate. Where's my stethoscope? I'm gonna palpate the carotid artery one by one. You can do it by two. This is an artery that is very responsible for emergency. So using the diaphragm, you have to test for breathing. It's centered. It's intact. Also, the lymph node, you have to assess the lymph node starting from the ear, the pre-auricle, which is here. You go back to the post-auricle, then you go back to the occipital. From the occipital, you go to the submandibular. From the submandibular, you go to the submental. All of them are intact. From the neck, we have to move to the lung. The lung, you have to assess the lung for laborious breathing. You have to make sure that the patient is not breathing with accessory muscles. You have to also make sure that the abnormal sounds are in any patient, if it needs to be detected, it has to be detected that if the patient is wheezing, if the patient is having pleural friction, if the patient is having adventitious rub, if the patient is having crackles, rhonchi, it all depends. We have to really monitor all these things. And now is the time for us to palpate the lungs. The right lungs lobe is made up of 3 lobes. The left is made up of 2. So we're starting the palpation from the apex, which is here. We have to move. Okay, we have to move diagonally, horizontally from here. We move to this side, then we move to this side, then we move down here, then we move under here. Also, we have to move towards here at by the side. And also, on the other side, we have to move. Then, the left lobe of the lungs is just two lobes. We have to assess them. Also, people with the COPD, they have to assess for increased anterior-posterior diameter, which is 1/2, because these people always have a kind of puffer. They are pink puffers. And they breathe with the accessories muscles, they breathe with their mouth open. And also we have to move to the heart. the heart, we have to check the pulse on the heart. We have to start from the aortic, which is somewhere 2 inches low on the right arm. That's your right arm, ma'am. Okay, we have to check for the apical pulse, and we have to wear on assessment. We have to hear a kind of lob sound, which is very loud. From the apical, we have to move to the from the aortic. We have to move to the mitric. Pulmonary, we have to move to the pulmonic valve. From the pulmonic, we have to move to the air point. The air point is somewhere here. From the air point, we have to move to the tricuspid, and the tricuspid, we have to move to the mitral valve. The mitral valve is very important because this is where the pulse is being taken. 60 minutes, 1 second with a reading of 60 to 100. That is the abnormal reading. Also, the bell have to be used to repeat the movement in order for us to detect murmur. Assuming there's a murmur, we have to use the bell of the stethoscope to do it exactly the way we did it, so that we'll be able to detect where the murmur is existing. The abdomen is quite different. Like I said earlier on, as we move the format, the sequence changes. We have to assess the abdomen using inspection, observation, percussion, then palpation. The one more reason why is this, because we cannot palpate before hospitalization in order not to disrupt the mortality of the bowel system, so that we can have an accurate reading. As it stands, you have to make sure that abdomen is soft and non-distended. I have to ask, when was the last time you have your BM?
Oh, today.
Okay.
This morning.
If it's a man, if it's a woman, we lay more emphasis on the menstrual cycle. Then for men, we usually lay more emphasis on BPH. We have to find out if this patient is constipated, diarrhea impacted, if the patient is having abdominal pain. All this has to be done on assessment. Also, we have to make sure that this stomach is round and upturned and soft and not distended. We have to check the presence of hernia and other things, lumps. Also, we have to listen to the vowel sound. We will have to start from the right lower quadrant. It's like it's 360-degree movement. Please, can I see your Okay. From here, we have to listen whether it's active, hyperactive, or normal movement. Then you have to move up here, like I say, 360 degrees. Then we have to move it here. Then we have to move it here. Then back to where we get started. I discovered that the stomach is soft, non-distended, and the 4 quadrants, no abdominal distension, nothing on the abdomen. Then I have to use the stethoscope to test the vascular sound. This have to use the bell of the stethoscope. The first one I have to use the aortic artery, which is somewhere here, very close to the umbilical. After, there's no whooshing noise. I'm not hearing anything. After that, I have to do the right and the left renal artery, which is just below it, somewhere here, both sides, and the right and left iliac, to find out if there's anything, any kind of growth, anything. Then I have to move to the peripheral vascular system, where we have to check the edema. If this patient is edema, like I explained before, all the stages of edema, +1 indentation, +2, +3, +4. We really have to check the colors. We have to check the hair on the legs. We have to make sure that the toenails are well trimmed, more especially in diabetic patients, because some of them may come up with ulcers, and these are problems they're being faced because of their vascular system being impaired. We have to also check for toenail ingrown as we are doing the vascular. Also check for redness, for any kind of inflammation, any growth. We also have to palpate the pores, especially the papilla tails, which is under the nail, to get our pores reading. We also have to palpate our media pores, and also have them recorded. Also the cranial accessories, which is cranial turn, which have to do with a kind of musculoskeletal function. I have to tell my patient to shake the head side up and down, then shrug your shoulder. It then means that the range of motion is very active in this place, which she's able to do that. Also, the cerebral function have to be done. The gait, my patient, I have to tell her to close the eyes and be able to stand up and be able to walk with the eyes closed. Also, to open your eyes, you're gonna be able to walk. And I'm gonna be able to, if it's normal, the same way you walked is the same way you're gonna walk. The rumba test also asks the patient to stand up, which I have to, my patient will stand up with the feet close together, and the patient have to be on 20 to 30 seconds. With the age, the patient, you expect for any abnormal posture. And finally, for rapid alternating movement, in which it's gonna be a kind of pronation and supination, in which my patient, you have to put your hand up and down. Can you put your head up and down, which means that these functions are very, very, very active in this patient. We have to also to do the finger-to-finger test. The finger-to-finger test, can you spread your legs, hands like this? Can you bring two of them together like this? Which shows she can do it. The range of motion is very active in all extremities. Raise up your leg a little bit, which she can do, and raise up the other leg a little bit, which she can do. Also, the sensory function has to be done, the stenography. This patient, if I put anything, I ask my patient to identify whatever I put on my patient's hand. I'm going to use something, any object. It could be something sharp, it could be something known. I'm going to put it on your hand. Please, can you identify, close your eyes, can you identify what it is?
Key.
Because of the function of the brain, my patient can be able to identify it, and this is exactly key. Also, the graphesthetic, I have to do it, in which I have to write something on my patient's arm, and he will tell me exactly what I have written. Please, can you open your palm? Let me write something.
A.
Okay, she got it. This is it. That's another 2 points. Another one we call 2-point discrimination, where I'm going to use something with 2 points. I'm going to use this key again. It's pointed. I'm going to prick it on your skin, and you tell me whether it's 2. Then I'm going to use 1. Then you're going to tell me whether it's 1 or 2. Right now, can I know what I'm doing?
2.
Close your eyes before you tell the answer.
1. 2.
What is it?
2. 1.
Yeah, she got it. Then finally, I have to do the deep tender reflex. This is to check the neural status of this patient. I have to check the Babinski reflex, in which when I touch my client, she's supposed to react because the nerve are really active there. I'm going to do a kind of this, and there's going to be a calling of the feet. Also, I'm going to do this. For improvise, we can use anything. For the hammer, I have to hit here to know if the reflexes stay active, or the reflexes stay active, And here comes the end of my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay.